So as for today, we are going to go through another chapter, okay, for this subject, which is for the bitumen and tar. So this is another type of material, okay, of civil engineering material that we are going to learn. Okay, so for the first one, we are going to go for the learning outcomes. Okay, so at the end of this chapter, you should be able to acquire the basic knowledge of types, properties, and testing for bitumen and tar, then understand their manufacturing process and also its application in civil engineering. Okay, so for the introduction, okay, so bitumen, okay, or this bituminous material, it can be defined as a black sticky mixture of hydrocarbon obtained from the natural deposits or from the distilling petroleum, right? So actually what we are going to do, okay, in order to get this bituminous material, okay, is to distill the petroleum, okay, and it is actually the balance, okay, from the processed petroleum. Okay, so the main purpose of bitumen, okay, in flexible pavement is to strongly bind and hold the other pavement components together and provide a smooth and level surface from the moving vehicle. Right, so usually, okay, we are using this bitumen material, okay, for the road pavement. Okay, so for the road construction. Okay, whereas we are going to use this bitumen, okay, which is the black material, okay, and its main function is as a binder, right? So it will bind the aggregates, okay, that is in the asphalt mixture. Okay, so bitumen also can be used as a sealant and adhesive material over the edges. It was also widely used in waterproofing of boats and ships as it is insoluble in water. Right, so it is not only used as a material for the road pavement, okay, but it is also used as the waterproofing material, right? Okay, because it is almost like a glue, right? Okay, so that it can actually protect our surface from leaking. Okay, right? So that is another function of bitumen. Okay, right. So these are the example, right? So you can see that we are using the bitumen, right, which is the binder material for the road pavement. Okay, so the black material, okay, which is sticky, that is known as the bitumen. Okay, and it is actually to bind the aggregates, okay, that is included inside the pavement material. Okay, right. So then it is also used as a sealant, okay, or adhesive, okay, for waterproofing, right? So we can see here that these are examples, okay, of bituminous material, right? Okay, so it can be used as adhesive, okay, it can be used as primer, or it can also be used as paint, right? Okay, so this is one example, okay, of another application of the bitumen. Okay, so asphalt bitumen materials have been utilized since 3500 before century, so in buildings and also in road construction. So their main uses have been as adhesive, okay, and also waterproofing agents. Okay, so these early asphalt materials were native asphalt. These native asphalts were found in pools and asphalt lake, okay, which is a natural deposit. Okay, for example, we have a pitch lake in Trinidad, right? Okay, so this is a natural bitumen, okay, or a natural material. Okay, so this is the example, okay, where you can see that we have a lake in Trinidad, okay, whereas the asphalt mixture can be used, okay, or can be taken, okay, and it can be used for the civil engineering purposes. Okay, so as for the manufacturing process, right? So we also have the bituminous material, okay, that can be manufactured, okay, in the as a residue, okay, that is from the petroleum refining. Okay, so crude oil is heated in a large furnace, okay, to about 340 degrees Celsius and partially vaporized. It is then fed into distillation tower, okay, where the lighter components vaporize and are drawn off for further processing. So the residue, okay, from this process, okay, is the asphalt, okay, and it is usually fed into a vacuum distillation unit, okay, where heavier gas oils are drawn off. Right, so we can see the manufacturing process here. Okay, whereas we can see that we have the distillation process. Okay, and the petroleum, okay, is fed into the distillation tower. Okay, and the lighter components will vaporize, right? So we can see that as for the lighter components which are of high quality, okay, such as the fuel for ships, okay, fuel for cars, then we have aircraft fuel, okay, and also we have gasoline, okay, which is fuel for cars, right, which is the petrol. Okay, so these are actually the uh, uh, petroleum, okay, that is of high quality, right? But as for the residue, okay, which is the sticker part of the material, okay, will be used for bitumen for roads and also for the waterproofing process. Okay, right? So this is where, okay, we get the bitumen, okay, the bitumen material from. Next, we look into the properties of bitumen. Okay, so it has an excellent adhesive quality, right? Okay, then it is elastic. Okay, bitumen has the ability to return to a length as close to its original length when it elongates, right? So it is elastic. Then it is also plastic, okay, where bitumen will flow when temperature are raised, but will return to its original position when load is removed. Okay, then it can also harden, okay, when it is exposed to ultraviolet rays, okay, and this can cause the bitumen to harden, right? Okay, so these are the properties of bitumen. Okay, so now we look into the testing on bitumen. Okay, so we have the penetration test, the ductility test, specific gravity test, viscosity, and also viscosity test. Okay, so first we look into the penetration test. Okay, whereas it is used to measure hardness and softness of the bitumen. Okay, and it is also to measure the penetration depth in tenth of millimeter. Okay, to which a standard loaded needle will penetrate in 5 seconds. Okay, right. So this method is almost similar to the method for the penetration test of cement. Okay, then the next one is the ductility test. Okay, it is the property that permits a bitumen to undergo grade deformation without breaking. And this ductility test is defined as the distance to which a standard sample will be elongated without breaking. Right? Okay, so we have this jig. Okay, and we are going to place, okay, our bituminous material, okay, inside this jig. Okay, and it will be pulled out, okay, in order to measure its ductility, right? So we have this starting point, okay, and as it is subjected to tension, okay, then we can see that our material, okay, will be ductile or not, right? Okay, so this is for the ductility test. Okay, so next one is a specific gravity test. Okay, it is used for the classification of bitumen. Okay, and it is using the pyrometer method. Okay, or it can also use any other methods. Okay, and the last one is the viscosity test. Okay, it is to determine the fluid density of the bitumen. Okay, and it is done, okay, by measuring the resistance to flow. Okay, and very low and high viscosity decreases the stability of the mix, and orifice type of viscometer or other types of equipment might be used, okay, in order to get this viscosity test, right? So this viscosity is also known as the thickness, okay, of the material. Okay, right. So the last one, okay, for this bitumen, okay, it is used for roads. Okay, so it is usually used for the road pavement. Okay, and it is also used for the roofing felt. Okay, whereas we are using this for the waterproofing process. Okay, and also it is used for coating on roofs, okay, walls, and also floors. Right. Okay, so that would be all for this topic, okay, which is for the bitumen and tar. Right, so with that, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.